Sometimes you don't get what you deserve, and we've managed to throw it away, Bry. Got it.
I got it again. He's right. Time management, mate. Game management. You've got to. I said it at Bristol midweek. The chances that we create in terms of teams, I don't think there's a team in the country apart from City that creates as many chances as we do going forward with the players that we've got, and we just never kill games off. Like Rashford, why would you try and beat the keeper on his right hand side, his strong side, instead of just shooting for goal? Put the keeper to the foot. The keeper's already gone down. Just lift it. Martial's put one into the stand. Lingard's at the post. I think whether Mourinho's panicking because it looks like in games he's unsure whether he wants to park the bus or play expansive football. And the players, like I said, it's a 4 and a 6. They're in the middle, kind of set between each other where no one knows what quite to do. And then I want to see Mkhitaryan get back in the team, but that is not the substitution to make it 2-1. If you want to hold on to the game.
I was playing mint as well.
But he's tired, Matt. Obviously, it's his first game back. But what you do, you just bring Luke Shaw on. Put Rashford to the right and play Luke Shaw, and you can double up on Mahrez. And Rashford's going to stop that right hand. But Mkhitaryan doesn't have that to go beyond and play all the time. It's
Lukaku looked frustrated a lot as well during the game. He was moaning a bit when...
Well, you would be, because when the service is into you that well, and you're getting the ball down and you're popping it and the returns aren't on, you're going to get wound up.
You made a few good chances for them.
Very good runs, set a few on. I think you put Rash in. Put Lingard in. So you're creating opportunities for your forward players and they're not giving you the service back. And that might be why he's getting wound up, because he's thinking, I am grafting. And in fairness to him, he's played on the right-hand side a little bit in terms of a defensive to keep our shape, and he's won a few tackles and he's won his headers and he's gone back from set pieces and cleared every ball. Like, you're going to get wound up with it. The league's done now. Like, even if we had a little sniff of a chance, that's just blown it for us. The only thing we've got to do now, you're looking at other teams. Chelsea drop points. Arsenal and Liverpool take points off each other. It's a perfect opportunity to come here and put a marker down and go 5 points clear of Chelsea and say, the second spot's ours, we're not going to give it up. And it's just, you know what to expect from Leicester. It's energy, it's passion, it's running at you, it's direct football. They're going to put the ball over the back and get you turning on your heels, and we just couldn't deal with it.
Couldn't deal with it today. I hate doing this because obviously it's really disappointing, but there were a few positives today, and that's the most gutting thing, isn't it?
Yeah, there was. I think Mata was excellent today. Mata was really good. He scored 2 goals, but he did so much more than that. He was, like I said, the possessions, the triangles with Ashley Young, and then switching over to the other side. And there was a couple of minutes, a phase of play where we wasn't really at it, and I think it was when they got that goal and everyone thought, oh God, what's happened here? Are they going to get us again? And then once we scored, we got back in it, and I've not seen us dominate a game like that for ages. Arsenal, but I think we had more possession here and created more chances than we did against Arsenal. And ever since that Arsenal game, we haven't really looked the same team other than today. We've been poor in possession. Against Bristol, we was awful. City, we didn't create anything at all. And today showed the quality that we have got, where we can play expansive football, we can create danger for teams, not only on the counter attack, but just building plays, just giving it to Lukaku. And these are the type of games where someone else has got to step up. You know what I mean? It's not going for Lukaku. So Lingard, you've got to take a chance. Rashford, Martial, Pogba. Why is he trying to shoot from the halfway line? I think we were 1-0 down at the time. Just settle the play. Matic was doing it right, just bringing it down, just setting everyone up, not just lashing it forward. And I think everyone saw what he was doing and they decided to follow. But we just didn't take our chances, and that's been the story of our season ever since Fergie left. We've always fell short. Whether it's,
don't say his name, Tom.
Yeah, but you have to, don't you? We've always...
It makes me just reminisce. You heard what Raheem just said, innit? He was a bit pissed off. I can understand why he was pissed off, but do you think do you agree with him, or do you think he's going too far?
I don't agree with him, because you can't call the manager a fraud who's basically come in and won us 2 trophies in his first season. Like, because then you're looking at, you just can't go out and call somebody a fraud because they've won 2 trophies in it.
Do you think they'll be loving this every time I say it, but do you think the former City is making people think we're not doing as well, even though we're doing a bit better than we were?
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Any other season, like, I know did he say something about any other season we still wouldn't be top of the league?
Talking about what Jesse said, yeah.
So I don't understand how you can say that, because we've only been beaten 3 times: Huddersfield, Chelsea, City. Yeah, and we dropped points here, and we dropped points at Stoke, and then we went away at Anfield and got a good point. But when Arsenal were in the Invincibles, they played 38 games that year, they drew 12. City have started the season like an house on fire, drawn 1. So you got to compare it to those kind of seasons. If they're in the Arsenal season, they draw 4 or 5 games. We're about 3-4 points behind them, no matter what we've done already. Like, they're just setting new levels. But if I'm in a dressing room as a group of players and I see that going on, I've got to say, listen, they're doing X and Y. We just do our job. We do our job. They're flying. We've played them. They've battered us. Okay, let's regroup and just say, right, okay, well, we're going to command this league and we're going to finish second and we're going to show them. We're just going to keep chasing and keep fighting. Like, I don't know if the players are just thinking, oh, we've had such a mediocrity season. This is all right for us here. We're second. We're doing all right. We're in the quarterfinals of Champions League. We've gone out in the cup in the quarterfinal stages. It's getting better. It's getting there, but it ain't good enough. It's not good enough to come to grounds like this against teams like this. Who Crystal Palace come here and 3-0 and hammered them, and it could have been 4 or 5. And we could have had 4 or 5, but your game management has to be better. You have to take command and just say, listen, we were so open, even when we went to 1-1, we were so open. We were crossing the ball to the back post, there's 2 or 3 men there, and it breaks and it's 4v4. And you just think, just settle. And then your Mourinho will be losing his head, because that's what he wants to do, game manage and settle and play football. And it's whether the boys are just thinking, right, well, this part of the bus thing's getting on our nerves, let's go and try and hammer teams. You can't do it. You've got to press, you've got to contain, you can't. But then again, you can't sit in. Like, towards the end there, you can't just sit in. And we've got to take our chances. We invite pressure, and that is a problem. And we do invite pressure under ourselves all the time.
True, and it's not the only one to have said game management today. So cheers, lads. No, nice one, man.